you said, JJ being arguably Michigan's best player. From a conference-wide perspective, who's the best player in this conference?
Blake Corum, to me. You know what? I think he's going to be the Heisman Trophy a finalist this year. I think he's going to get enough carries to do it. I think Donovan Edwards is going to get his carries too, but hopefully they get him on the field at the same time when we see him in the slot at times, and maybe even some two-back situations. Mix it up, man. You know what? Give these guys their opportunities, and he's one of your best weapons. He can't be on the bench 50% of the time. So to me, it's Corum, and after that, clearly Noah Kim. I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Continue.
I was waiting to see how long you could hold a straight face.
I think Corum's a good one. Edwards, I think, is probably just right there with him as well. McCarthy, obviously, someone we haven't talked about at all, again, because it's not at an offensive position. But, if healthy, Will Johnson might be the best cornerback in all of college football. And his guy had already looked like he could be that guy as a true freshman. And there's nowhere else, nowhere to go but up for him. So, yeah, that would be a couple guys to look at there.
We didn't mention anyone else from any other teams, but I agree with you, CB. To me, it's Blake Corum again. He won the Silver Football from the Chicago Tribune last year. Michigan's had the winner of that award the last 2 seasons, with Aiden Hutchinson being the winner in 2021. It's Blake Corum to me. I do look at Marvin Harrison Jr. as a potential there. Ohio State, pick a guy as well at another position potentially. Even their quarterback, who knows what will turn out to be. But Michigan's in a really good spot in terms of that top end talent, which is one of those things that Michigan has lacked, frankly, over the last 20 or so years, and even at the skill positions. Well, now you look at it with the guys they have. Look at the first team with JJ, Donovan, Blake. They're right there, and some other guys that could emerge this season. So they're in a good spot from that standpoint. And then what have we talked about too over the last few years, where it's like Michigan and Clemson have recruited at a really similar level under Dabo and Jim Harbaugh. But what Clemson's been able to do is bring in Deshaun Watson and Trevor Lawrence, and those have been the difference in the years that they've won the national championship. Well, if JJ can elevate his level, maybe not quite to that, but another notch, then I think Michigan's going to be right there in that national championship picture, as we kind of expect them to be this fall.